In 41st sloka, Bhagavan says, O Bharata, you control your senses and you have to apply force to destroy the enemy of knowledge and wisdom. Now we know which is the enemy of knowledge and wisdom. Bhagavan explained in the previous slokas. So he refers desire as the mighty sinner. The reason for destruction is only desire. So he is advising to tame desire, like how wild animals are tamed. When it is possible, this is also possible. Because when you are having how elephants are tamed in temples, so you have to remove the desire and tame. That is, you are seeing something, but don't develop attachment to it. Don't say that I like it, I like that. So don't have that kind of thought. So tame it, just see it and keep going. Don't develop, I like this, I don't like this. So don't have this likes and dislikes. That should not be there. He is very firm in this sloka. Don't have likes and dislikes. When you have likes and dislikes, naturally you will be disturbed by the repeated thoughts. For example, if you meet a person whom you don't like, then what happens? Even if he talks to you without any offense or without offending you, we get angry and we start abusing him and we use bad language. Somehow we see that we scold him because I don't like that person. This is very bad behavior. This is what God says, don't do that. In our life, in daily life, we come across so many people. Some people we don't like, some we say, I don't like this person, I like this person. We have this likes and dislikes. So how to come across that? When I see a person whom I don't like, how to remain quiet. So how to come up without, just be quiet. Don't say I don't like him, and don't develop that I don't like him. So how to handle that? Bhagavan says, when you have such kind of situation, you do breathing exercise. That is, inhale and exhale. You feel that inhale and exhale. That is what we say yoga. So what happens? You are focusing on the inhaling air. So naturally, there is no other thought in your mind. So how to focus your mind on that? If you practice that, what happens? You will not look at other person with dislike. That means you don't get such thought. That is, to get that, this breathing exercise helps us a lot. Because you are focusing only on inhaling and exhaling. Nothing going around disturbs us. So you have a control over your mind. So develop that control over mind. That will help you to avoid developing dislike towards anything. Even if you are not with them, certain things you don't agree with them, you will be just you will remain quiet. You will not abuse, you will not talk ill of him, you will not talk back, you will not shout. You will feel that, because you are not for it, but it's okay. But don't say I don't like him. So develop that. So how to develop? So by exercise like this. That's why we have the practice of doing yoga. So knowledge and experience both together give wisdom. Certain things we learn from the scriptures, we learn from the books. So you get knowledge when you read the books. And certain things we experience in our life. So that gives you wisdom. So by our experience, we learn. So you acquire wisdom. So that wisdom helps you to take good decision. That because you have learnt it from your experience. So you know which is right and wrong. So Bhagavan says in this sloka, what are the obstacles to Karma Yoga? Now in the remaining sloka, there are only 2 more slokas in this chapter. So he says how to remove that obstacles. The obstacles to Karma Yoga. So, and he says this, even this breathing exercise, it is temporary. Because again you will have that desire, again you will have that like, again you will have dislike. But how to remove permanently from your mind? God talks about that in the next 2 slokas.